Over the last 2 years, the COVID-19 pandemic really called our attention to the importance of mental health, especially in our children. In communities of color, it's a conversation that comes with stigma that more families are now ready to tackle. WBZ's Courtney Cole shows us two organizations working to meet this growing demand for mental health resources for young people of color.
This may just look and sound like a room full of teenagers talking to one another. But for the teens that gather here, the Center for Teen Empowerment is a space for healing.
Before I got here, I was mentally, I was far away. I was low, you know what I'm saying?
Vondell Martinez said he was in a depressive rut during COVID when he first learned about the Center for Teen Empowerment.
It definitely stumped a lot of my ambitions, a lot of my goals. I didn't want to do anything.
It's not just the conversation that keeps them coming back.
They do music, they do dance, they do photography, you know, they do everything art-based to help the community. And I was like, yo, I need to be here.
The Center for Teen Empowerment uses art therapeutically, helping teens work through their challenges and traumas to become the best version of themselves.
I feel like in a way it's given me a purpose more than I had before. I feel like it's definitely positively impacted my mental health.
Just the fact that this community is so positive and uplifting, and it breaks those generational cycles we've encountered for a long time.
Cycles that existed even before the pandemic began, discouraging communities of color from seeking mental health help. The Boys and Girls Clubs of Boston is another organization that works every day to break those cycles.
There's always been a demand for mental health services, and the pandemic just magnified the issues around mental health.
According to a study published last year by JAMA Pediatrics, children of color living in communities with higher rates of poverty and crime deal with unique mental health challenges.
When you don't know where your next meal is coming from, struggling to purchase clothing, struggling to have safe, affordable housing, you are in effect telling a young person that perhaps they don't matter.
Kevin Barton is the executive director of Youth Connect, a Boys and Girls Club program that places licensed social workers in Boston police stations.
When we pick up that phone and call them after a referral has been made by a police officer, over 90% who came in having mental health concerns as something they noted as a top concern, about over 50% have made progress. That tells us something. This works.
Now, Barton says it's time for investment to match the demand, so young people in need aren't left to fend for their mental health themselves.
We're not in the business of throwing anyone away. And so every young person needs to know that they have a second, third, and fourth chance.
A chance to be seen, to be heard, and to know that they matter. In Boston, I'm Courtney Cole for WBZ News.